The views and opinions expressed in the Golden Boot podcast are those of the speaker and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of the Golden Boot podcast as a whole.
Y'all ready to get rolling? Quiet on the set. Hey, welcome back. Another hot episode of the Golden Boot. It's your boy Pooh Bear. Got my man Ant Petty Murphy in the building. What's good, my boy?
What's happening with you, dog?
Nothing much. Man, it's I ain't gonna listen. I'm gonna be honest, man. I can be chipping. I can be a little happy. I'm sick. My body going through it. I got the end of summer change weather. Something.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I'm scared. I don't think it's that.
Boy got that vid.
I don't think it's that, but I do get worried.
Boy,
it's like do you remember when it first, you know what I'm saying, first started going on lockdown and you get that little sniffle and they used to tell you stuff like if you can hold your breath more than so long, you ain't got it.
If you can smell.
Yeah, if you could, all the kind of stuff. I used to do all kind of little crazy stuff. I used to hold my breath. I used to drink a whole bunch of water because they say if you, drink a bunch of water, you don't get it. And if you what's another one? Stay in the sun a lot, you don't get. Yeah, it was all kind of stuff, man. I was anyway.
Dang, Xavier on a mission in here.
He is. He got a campaign going. Shout out to everybody in the chat, though. You know what it is. You can be anywhere in the world, but you're here with us. We appreciate that. Definitely want to say thank you for tuning in. We are inching closer and closer to 1,000 subscribers, man. We are inching closer and closer. We still won't make that happen. We're gonna get there. Zay in the building, causing all kind of commotion. Oh man, that man said fire everybody on the Saint staff, including the cafeteria workers. Man, them ladies ain't did nothing.
That man said even the janitors.
God dang, Zay want them all up out of there. But man, what's up, Pot of Gold?
What's happening, man?
Yeah, Brett and Mike and Grant in turn. Hey, I was watching the other night, man. It was
them dudes hilarious, bro.
Dude, I was rolling, man, laughing at them. Talking about I forget. It was matter of fact, it was prior to, it was Arkansas, so it wasn't even Ole Miss. It was Arkansas had me cracking up. So, but yeah, that's what it is, though. We in the middle of baseball season too, man. Heavy.
Well, it's not really the middle.
I mean, middle of the baseball playoffs run. Shall I say? That's what I meant. Heavy. I mean, you know what I mean, man. Listen, man, I ain't even. Let me give a shout out to our sponsor over at BetOnline. BetOnline.ag. We'll be back in 1 minute. BetOnline.ag is your number one source for all your sports information, stats, news, and scores.
Get the latest odds, lines, and player injury reports for this year's NBA and NHL playoffs. BetOnline is always your sports information headquarters. This season, we have you covered for all your sports wagering needs. We have everything from NBA, NFL, MLB, and NHL to golf, tennis, UFC, and boxing. BetOnline is the fastest and easiest way to get your betting info, including live betting options and your favorite casino and card games that you can play right from your home. Head on over to betonline.ag today or use your mobile device to get in on the action. Be sure to use the promo code BLEAV to receive your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. BetOnline, where the game starts.
Hey, we are back, man. Nola is rolling. Nola is rolling.
Oh man.
This ain't tripping.
Man, Wheeler had a game last night. I'm not watching the game, so what's Nola up to?
They I don't know his stats. I know he just got 3 up, 3 down. Basically, they took the lead, you know what I'm saying, went up 2-0 in 3 up, 3 down. Let me see what his what he looking like on the mound though. We going to the top of the 5th now. I'm sorry, we're going to the bottom of the 4th right now. I am tripping. He has 4 innings pitched, only 1 hit, 2 Ks, 45 pitch count, 29 strikes. So yeah. Yep. Nola is rolling. Get them boys up out of there, man. Get that first 5. We good. Tonight starts 50 straight days of football.
Yes, sir.
We didn't have this on the docket, but I do want to bring up talk about the games we got on tonight. I know it's Jacksonville State, Middle Tennessee. That's on ESPNU, and FIU and New Mexico State is on CBS Sports.
Shout out Malik Jackson, former ULM Warhawk.
Where he at now?
Jacksonville State with half the other.
Oh yeah, they were basically, yeah.
But
man, let's
came from ULM.
Yeah, man, let's go ahead and jump into it, man. This week, man, we got LSU taking on Missouri in Como. I don't feel good. I don't feel good about it no more. I felt deep. I was already worried about this game, period. I don't feel good about it.
I've been worried about this game ever since I saw our secondary against Florida State. Because I just know the weapons that Missouri got out wide with Burden and Theo Wees, man.
Yeah.
Not a good matchup.
What's good, Taraj? Taraj in the buildings. Carter did the breakdown of the like the slot fade, and both us and Missouri run it. Difference is I think we run it to multiple players. They run it mostly to Burden, Luther Burden, but it's still deadly.
Yeah.
I don't know much about their entire receiving core. I do know that boy a beast.
I mean, I just know him and Weez. And Weez was at Oklahoma, and he was a 4 or 5 star receiver coming out of high school. So he's got the potential. I mean, they're 1-2 punch. Maybe not quite the 1-2 punch that we have, but
Right.
Luther Burden leading the SEC in receiving. I mean, he ain't no slouch. So based off the guys who've been killing our secondary these past few weeks, Luther Burden at the top of that list, and we saw what those guys were able to do versus our secondary. So, not very confident in LSU secondary in this matchup right here.
Yeah, what's good, Josh?
D-Dub, what's up, bro?
What's good, man? Xavier got his prediction, and he said he got LSU winning by 76-73.
I mean, he's joking, but
I
it's gonna be
can
one
see.
of them. It's gonna be one of them. Whoever got the ball last.
I don't even want to think that because we had the ball last game, and we see what happened. So
Yeah, well, you know what I mean. Whoever
yeah, I know what you
whoever,
mean.
yeah.
I know what you mean. I think this is more going, and I get what you're saying, and figure of speech. It definitely is. And I used to say this about LSU in 2019. If the defense can get you 3 stops, we can win.
Shit, they got you 3 stops last week.
Did they?
Yeah, they punted twice and got a stop on 4th down.
Oh, that's true. If the defense can get you 5 stops, we'll win. But nah, man. Seriously, I think if we can get 3 stops, we can win. Missouri's offense, I mean, they've got weapons. I don't know. They're not Ole Miss.
I mean, are they Arkansas?
They may be a little bit better than Arkansas, but
I mean, well, look what Arkansas did.
they don't have KJ Jefferson.
I mean, true, but they got a quarterback who's pretty damn good with his arm and is pretty accurate.
Football.
I mean,
football
they got a quarterback who could be Jackson Dart.
So do we bring pressure?
Have you seen LSU bring pressure this year?
No.
So
they got to start sometime.
That's one train of thought. The other train of thought is you are who you are at this point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I will say this. So it's funny because I actually had Dylan do this. He made me proud too yesterday at practice. I told you about his team while we lost last week. So I said, Dylan, why did LSU lose the game Saturday? He said, because they was tackling too high and missing tackles. Exactly. Same thing. Same reason. My 7U team lost last week. Tackling too high, missing tackles, not wrapping up. So if we can actually start wrapping up, us giving up yards is a problem. But if we start wrapping up, that changes big time.
Yeah, that's true. I just, man, you 5 weeks in, dog.
I know. Think about. I hate doing but if you look at 2019, they were week 3, week 4, week 5, still having issues with missed tackles. We're not 2019. Don't let say mistake me for saying that. But
the difference is that 2019 team had a lot of suspensions, and they were rotating guys in. If you remember, Divinity, some of them other guys,
they were playing those first few games though. It was now injuries. You're absolutely right.
They had both. I mean, they were rotating guys in and out the whole season. You know what I mean? This has been mostly the same group of guys.
Yeah. What's good, Paul's Hub?
Now the secondary hasn't been the same, obviously, but the front 7 is the same group of guys, and they just ain't making tackles.
Yeah, man. So we definitely got to tackles, man. If we can get down to the fundamentals, man.
And it ain't even just tackle; it's angles, bro. Like
that's true.
Like terrible angles from our secondary.
Let me ask because we didn't talk about this. LSU brought in Pete Jenkins.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that hire or bringing him back in?
I don't know what he's allowed to do as far as on field during practice, as far as coaching, but I mean, he's got to be an upgrade over Jancic, and that's no disrespect to Jancic. That he's just not a defensive line coach. You know what I mean? So working with your interior defensive line is going to have to be an improvement as far as the teaching that they get, the instruction that they get, just breaking down film and things of that nature with them. If he's able to do some on field, then it'll just be even better because he can show him technique and things of that nature. Um, I like the hire as far as you trying to do something about a need, but I just don't know how much is going to be an impact because of his age and because more importantly because of I don't know what he's allowed to do in his role that they've hired. I mean, they haven't even announced what his official role is technically.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean. I don't know what all he's gonna be helping with.
I'm gonna be honest with you. When I first saw it, I thought it was a spoof. I thought somebody was trying to be funny. I thought it was one of those like onion
Yeah.
reports. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, quit playing. Like that now that I know it was like it's for real. I like it for the reason of coming in, you know, some teaching the fundamentals. He's forgotten more football than most coaches know, you know. So and the problem is people gonna point to his age and say, well, he still forgot that football. I think, like I said, I like the hire for the like, you know, same reasons. What he can do, as far as, you know, technique and stuff. If he can help get these guys in a good, I don't know, swim technique, get them, you know what I'm saying? Hey, a bull rush with a, you know what I'm saying, with a hammer fist or, you know what I'm saying, spin move or something. If we can do something to start getting in the backfield, getting pressure. We've all seen the pictures on Twitter, those still shots where people show whether the defensive line is one starting 3 yards off the ball or two getting pushed 3 yards back, 3 to 5 yards back. If he can get those guys to, you know, as Zay say, you know what I'm saying, reset the line of scrimmage. You know what I'm saying? He said basically Zay said the D-line doesn't reset the line of scrimmage. It's kind of sad. If we can get them to actually start doing that, getting the push.
Well, let me ask you this: is it a scheme thing? Do you think? Do you think that they could be asked to more so eat blocks and you know what I mean, and let the linebackers run free? And so for that reason, they're not really trying to reset the line of scrimmage. They're just trying to eat blocks and kind of stonewall.
I'm gonna tell you what something nobody's talking about. The D-line has been neglected. And this is why I say and it's not necessarily a intentional thing. Our D-line coach had a health, you know what I'm saying, scare, and he's gone. So I know someone's filling in for it, but that's not their original job. That's not what they were there for. So
He's
it's
not
kind
even a
of,
D-line coach.
yeah.
I
So
mean,
we're,
not
you know what I'm
trade.
saying, yeah, you're scrambling to get somebody in there to teach that and stuff. And it's so I feel like that's played a bigger role than what we realized. It's that's why I think the Pete Jenkins hire is important because it gives you that expertise back there. As far as is it scheme, I don't know necessarily if it's scheme because we didn't see this last year. We had a pass rush last year. It wasn't necessarily the top notch, you know.
You had a pass rush last year.
I mean, we at least say with blitz, get to the backfield, get back there.
You had a pass
What's
rush last year, or
you don't think so?
you just had. I don't think so.
Perk, I think
I mean, I just think you
Wingo
just had
Stadium.
you just had 2-3 guys who was just that dude. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But it's you weren't consistently like the scheme wasn't dialing up, dude, because it was the same 3 dudes. You know what I'm saying? And like
Well,
you was
that's all we really had was 3 dudes doing
that's
it.
what I'm
So,
saying. But you
but yeah,
just had 3 guys who was just beating that man. That was just their pure athleticism
I
and
understand
you
what
know
you're
what I'm
saying.
saying?
That's
It
fair.
wasn't
That's
like
fair.
it wasn't like scheme was getting guys free running blitzers and things of that nature.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I understand what you're saying, and that's fair. Let's go ahead and since we're here, 23 versus 21 LSU. Missouri has a spread at I'm sorry, the spread is 5.5 with LSU favored. Total 64.5. Money line is LSU minus 225, Missouri plus 180. First off, I'm taking the over.
I'm staying away from this game. I'm not betting nothing.
I'm taking the over. First off,
I probably would, if I had to take something, take the over and the LSU money line. But that's it. I ain't.
That money line kind of juiced. I would have to parlay it with something. Yeah. So it would. I have to parlay it with like money line and over. And another
at
game.
At this point, I'm so tired of missing parlays. I'm through with them. I'm just finna straight bet at this point. So I'm gonna just take that guarantee. I ain't gonna say guaranteed, but I'm gonna just take that safe bet with the money line and take that, and not even worry about parlaying it with nothing.
I understand. That's fair.
That at LSU, bro, LSU Ole Miss. I had a 10-leg parlay. Jaden, Malik stats, Judkins stats, Logan Diggs stats. I had all Malik anytime touchdown, the only one, bro.
I literally had like 3 parlays because Bet MGM. Oh, I'm sorry. Never mind. There was basically there was
You done already said it now, bro.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I messed up. There was somebody, bookie, a book basically that had like a promo. So it was free money. I had free money, 50 free dollars on this parlay that was like plus, I think the parlay was like plus 3 something. Everything hit. All it was needed was LSU to win. It wasn't even listen, it wasn't
I had one
minus 2.5. It wasn't it was just LSU to win.
I had one busted because of them too, but
yeah. But anyway. All right, man.
I'm done with them. I'm done with them parlay. Single bets only. I don't care if I'm only making a couple dollars off of it.
I heard that. Just don't do nothing crazy. Like it was some dude had like minus 2,700 and they put like 4,500 on it. And so they would have only made, it was something stupid like that. They would basically they bet 45. It wasn't even 4,500. It was like 45,000. They would nope. I'm gonna take that back. It was 4,500. They were only gonna win $300 and they lost.
Stupid.
Here we go though. Moving on to the next game on the docket, man. I don't know what they like to call it now. I'm gonna go with what I know it's called Red River Shootout.
Can't say that no more, man.
Man, bump all that.
Speaking of, I mean, terrible segue, but prayers for Morgan State, by the way.
Yeah, prayers up from Morgan State.
But the Red River rivalry, I hate saying that though, because it's a tongue twister.
Red River rivalry. You sound like one of them cartoon dogs.
Exactly. I think this gonna be a little closer than people think.
Yeah. As we look here, it's number 12 Oklahoma, number 3 Texas, 6.5 points. Basically a full touchdown in favor of Texas. The total is 60.5. Money line is plus 210 for Oklahoma, minus 258 for Texas. I think Texas wins this by 3. Personally, if I'm gonna do it, we just talked about it. I know you staying away. I would parlay Texas and LSU money line. If I'm gonna play any money lines for in that LSU game, it'd be Texas. What's called it? So, yeah.
If I'm taking anything, I'm taking Oklahoma plus 7. I'm about a half a point and plus 7.
Yeah. Paul also said, Red River rivalry is pure alliteration.
Man, I'm telling you, bro.
Nick say he taking the upset.
Well, never mind. I'm gonna take Texas then.
At plus 210 is, I mean, I can understand. The plus 210 is a smart bet. You can hedge your bets that way. What's good, Julian? I know Julian, well, offense, I know he happy, but he ain't because his team is down. So and they about to get swept out this
ain't they at home?
Nah, they away right now. They in the yeah, so but Yeah, like I said, I think Texas will win this by 3. I think this game's a lot closer. I don't know how close they get to that 60.5 either. I'm not sure. Texas scored 49 by themselves last year, and it still hit the under.
Yeah. They both got offenses though.
Oh,
Fan.
he's a Braves fan. My bad. I don't know why I thought you was a Marlins fan. I do know why I thought you was a Marlins fan.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stay away from that total.
Yeah, I don't trust that total at all.
I think Oklahoma defense has improved though. And I think their offense is good enough to keep it close.
All right. Well, at least that hit. The Phillies minus half a run in the first 5 is gonna hit. Phillies is up 3-0 going into the bottom of the 5th, so that's guaranteed money at this point. Yeah, so next one up, man. This is actually I think this game is gonna be a little bit better than people think as well. Washington, number 13, Washington at UCLA. Spread is 3.5 points in favor of Washington. Actually, no, I'm sorry. I take that back. UCLA, if I'm not, hold on, let me double check this. Because I think I put the wrong team. I think this is Washington State. Washington State, my bad. Washington State.
You put Washington State on the thing.
Oh, I'm tripping. I just read wrong. Washington State, number 13, Washington State versus UCLA. And if I'm not mistaken, UCLA is
UCLA favored by 3.
Yeah, 3.5. From the consensus.
3, yes. I see 3 on mine.
Yeah, it's so depending on which book you use. Like Caesars has 3.
I was just looking on the ESPN app and they got 3. That's
yeah. It's so everybody else got 3.5. It's some people got 3, some people got 3.5. So consensus is this actually opened at 4. It's moved in favor of Washington State. The total 59.5. Money line plus 145 for Washington State, minus 175 for UCLA.
It smells like a rat. I don't know why. Why is UCLA favorite?
Is that home? That
don't mean nothing.
It looks like, so you know what I'm saying, typically at home you get what, 2.5, 3 points.
But UCLA they ain't got no fans that show up like that.
I understand what you're saying. Trying to say, is UCLA undefeated right now? No, they're 3-1.
No, they lost to
Utah. Yeah. So they're 3-1, coming off a bye.
I don't know. It just smelled like a rat. But Vegas be knowing.
Vegas do be knowing. I still lean Washington State. Cam Ward.
Yeah, I like the under, but I mean the over. I mean, I like the over personally, but I think I could. They're gonna
come on, so they can see your shirt and see you with your LSU stuff on. All right, there you go. All right, all right. Give me Washington State plus 145, the money line. I'll take plus money. My cousin said, poor kid. What's good, Horace? We've been matter of fact, you know what? What you said you taking? Well, the stadium is like 50-55 in favor of UCLA.
Yeah, that ain't no fans, bro. They ain't got no home field advantage like that. Give me the
hold on. I just thought about it. He said it's 50-55. That's not 100. You mean 50-50? Or you mean 45
50 to 55% in favor?
Oh, that was gonna say, man, that don't add up.
Nah. I get what he was saying.
That's 100.
Yeah, thank you. Good quick mouth. That's your brother.
I'll go get him.
All right.
But yeah, I'm taking the over.
All right.
Washington State gonna put up some points.
Yeah. Well, UCLA match.
I mean, they done put up points on UCLA. Put up points against everybody except Utah. Washington State the defense ain't Utah.
Gotcha. All right, here we go. Next one. Bama, number 11, Bama versus Texas A&M. If I'm not mistaken, Texas A&M is favorite by no, I'm sorry, Bama is favorite by 1.5.
1.5.
Spread is 46.5. Minus 120 money line for Bama, plus 100, basically even money for Texas A&M. I'm leaning over. I'm leaning under. I'm leaning the under in that one. Horace, what your boys gonna do? What you got? I'm leaning under. I'll be honest with you. The last time I saw Monroe play against Texas A&M, it didn't look too good. And that was over under is 46.5. That was in Tuscaloosa. I know Monroe's improved on the road. That even money sounds real tempted, don't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Texas A&M defense is that good up front. I think they could be exploited in the passing game. I don't know if Monroe will have the time because Alabama's offensive line has been very shaky. Man, it's tough. I want to say give me the money line, but F it. Give me the money line. Texas A&M money line.
Even money. Gotcha. That's fair. I don't trust any of that minus that one because this is a game that'll come down to a last second field goal. Yeah. So
I just don't trust Alabama offensive line.
That's very fair. That's very fair. This is something that can come down to a last second field goal. So, and my question is, who do you trust more, Max Johnson or Jalen Monroe?
Who? That's they are getting better though. The offensive line is getting better, but Texas A&M D line might be the best in the country. Who do I trust more, Jalen Monroe or Max Johnson? That's tough.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with Max just because I've seen it.
I would normally say Max, but then I remember what I saw in Max versus Bama.
You talking about when he almost beat him in 2020?
When he couldn't complete a pass to beat him, yeah, in 2020.
That wasn't all on him though. He didn't really have much of an offensive line.
That's fair.
But the fact that he was in that game says a lot, though.
That's true. That's true. Oh my God, this dude from Middle Tennessee State literally could have walked into the end zone and dropped the pass. So, when you get your show, you can say it.
Oh, I won't get a show.
You do got a show. You gonna have to plug Dylan Play Daily.
Okay.
All right.
It's not a podcast.
Anyway. All right. Next up, this game is actually a little bit more interesting to me now too. Number 20 Kentucky versus number 1 Georgia. Spread is 15. Total is 48. plus 450 on Kentucky, minus 650 money line for Georgia.
I ain't betting on Georgia no more.
I'm taking Kentucky plus 15. And I'm being honest, I don't know about the over-under. I would lean over because Kentucky can put up points. Georgia gonna give up points, and then if they give up points, they'll come back and make it a over. But yeah, I'm taking Kentucky plus 15.
I'm staying away from this game, but for the sake of this show, I'll take Georgia minus 14.5 or minus 15.
Gotcha. You
I
said
just
you got
feel
Georgia.
like after last game,
They won last year's championship.
That was last year though.
They still might got something, just like muscle shows.
We're not talking about muscle shows.
I know.
We don't like muscle shows.
but but they had a close game last week versus Auburn.
Very close. Too close.
But we talk about the roller coaster, bro.
That's true.
I feel like, and the same with Kentucky, blowout win versus Florida. Had that big rushing day for Ray Davis. I feel like they gonna come back down to earth a little bit, and Georgia gonna be like trying to prove that they are better than what they put on tape last week versus Auburn. So I think that they're gonna come out with a point to prove.
Does Georgia have another slow start?
Probably, but I think offensively, probably, but I think defensively they're gonna have a fast start. I think they're gonna try to make a point to stop Ray Davis.
If you stop Bowers over, that's stop. That's if you stop Bowers. If you can slow down Bowers. If you can slow down Bowers, you got a chance.
We've been saying that for 3 years.
I know.
That's the best tight end I've ever seen at the college level.
Is he better than Pitts?
Oh, easily.
Was Pitts limited by QB play?
This man got Carson Beck throwing him the ball. And had Stetson Bennett before that.
Stetson was underrated.
Stetson wasn't Kyle Trask.
He was better. You don't think so?
No. Maybe last year he was.
I think he was better than Kyle Trask, just simply because he
last year, maybe.
No, I think no. So the reason I say that, he was better than Kyle Trask simply because of his experience in the system and how long he had been there, as far as like understanding.
Yeah, last year, the first year he was terrible.
I wouldn't necessarily say terrible, but I get what you're saying.
The first year he was not a threat throwing the ball, bro. Last year he opened that thing up, but the first year he was not a threat throwing the ball.
Middle Tennessee State is I tell you, they're up by 16, but this game is terrible. They couldn't catch a cold butt nicking in Alaska. This is terrible. But hey. Next one up, man. Notre Dame, number 10, Notre Dame versus versus number 25, Louisville. I think Louisville is ranked too low. I said that before too. They ranked way too low. Hold on, let me get the spread is 6.5 in favor of Notre Dame. Total is 54.5. Money line minus 245 for Notre Dame, plus 200 for Louisville.
Give me Notre Dame.
Money line?
Yeah.
I'll take the half a point. I'll buy the half a point and do Louisville.
Yeah, that's a smart bet.
So, yeah, I like. I don't know. I think Louisville is underrated, bro. Really underrated. Yes, they were tremendously underrated. Hold on, real quick. My bad. Louisville's underrated. Hartman has looked very pedestrian the last few games. They've actually played some really good teams, so that's part of the reason why they've looked so pedestrian.
They had a chance to win both of them though.
Yeah, they won. They beat Duke.
They did beat Duke. Yeah,
which if I don't know when Leonard got hurt, but if he plays the whole game, I feel like Duke wins. Duke is they on the come up. As far as Ohio State, they realistically won that game.
Oh yeah.
That dude that should have been when the tight end flinched.
Yeah.
So,
but I mean, it would help if they would have had 11 people on the field.
Yeah. What's up, Penn? Penn says that great game Friday night, West Morgan versus Deschler. West Morgan has the number 1 offense in the state. It's gonna be a good one, man. I gotta go Coleman. I'm sorry, interrupt the show. We play Coleman. High school does on Friday night. That's like a hour drive. I got to turn around Saturday morning. Dylan plays Coleman again. So
we spend the night over there.
No. I would not sleep in Coleman. I don't know if I'm allowed to be there after sundown anyway.
Oh.
Yeah. They're not a very happy town. So
okay.
Yeah. Renaud had said thank you, Nord. Yeah.
Okay.
It's not. I mean, it's better than it used to be, but
enough said.
No, they're not a very friendly place. Next up, man, we got Arkansas versus number 16 Ole Miss.
Trap game.
Yeah. Spread 11.5 in favor of Ole Miss. The total is 63.5 plus 350 money line for Arkansas, minus 450 for Ole Miss.
Well, I don't know if it's necessarily the trap game, more so the letdown game.
No, it's definitely a trap game. The way it falls. So
I just feel like Ole Miss is gonna have a letdown.
I do too. I take the Arkansas plus the points.
11.5 is a lot.
Mm-hmm. Did Texas A&M beat them by 11.5? I don't even think Texas A&M beat them by 11.5.
Who to Arkansas?
Yeah,
they beat them by 12.
Well, there you go. We got close. So, yeah. What's up, Travie? Travie says, I like Arkansas.
I do too, low key.
Yeah, I like Arkansas in this one. Not necessarily to win it, but at least a couple.
Yeah, cover for sure.
Yeah. Next up, man, we got Colorado at Arizona State. Colorado is a 4.5 point favorite. Total 60. Money line minus 198 in favor of Colorado, plus 164 in favor of Arizona State. Give me the over. Yep. 4 times over.
Yep, easily.
Easy, I'm taking over. Because even the most defensive game that Colorado has had this season against Colorado State, the over hit.
Yeah. I mean, the over hit every game they played except for Oregon.
My bad. I know a lot of people wondering why you bring up Colorado. It's not HBCU out.
We
Okay. All right. Too far. My bad. Y'all stop that foolishness too. Please stop that foolishness.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the over. I'm gonna take the over.
Oh man.
And so we can be over this segment or this game.
Oh man. Hey, next one up. It's a sneaky good game.
Maryland, Ohio State.
Maryland, Ohio State.
Yeah. I ain't even got the script in front of me, and I knew that's what it was going with that one.
The point spread is 20 in favor of Ohio State, of course. Total 57.5 plus 800 money line for Maryland, minus 1,400 money line for Ohio State. I'm taking the over.
Give me the 20 with Talia. Talia ain't getting beat by 20.
I'm taking the 20 with Ohio, with Maryland.
And the over.
And the over. Definitely. Because think about it, man. Think about it. They're saying basically that Ohio State will win this game. Like, what's that? 50, 55, 35? Basically.
Nah, they looking at it like
I'm sorry,
like 38, or 37-17, or like no, 39-19, something like that.
Something like that, yeah. So yeah. Give me
I'm glad you're talking about a African American head coach with an undefeated team, though. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, nobody ever.
If we want to talk about an African American coach with one loss, all we gotta do is talk about Dino Babers and Syracuse facing off against North Carolina.
That one on there. We ain't got that on the list. Let's talk about it though.
North Carolina favored by 8.
And hold on. Let me put. I thought about putting this on the list.
The over under 59.5.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah. So, North Carolina 4-0, Syracuse 4-1, plus 8. This spread is 8.5 in favor of North Carolina. Over under is 59.5. Money line plus 275 for Syracuse, minus 350 for UNC. In Chapel Hill. It's supposed to be 69 degrees, 0% chance of rain.
Yeah, Syracuse
10 miles per hour wind.
Oh, pause up with the stat.
Here we go. It says, my bad. Says Buckeyes Terps has generally been a bloodbath in Columbus. Ohio has an average margin of victory of 44 since 2015.
That might make me change some things.
I'm still taking the
I
get it.
Give me the over.
Yeah.
I might not take the 20, but give me the over.
Travis says, I don't know about that over, fellas. The OSU defense, something serious. I don't know. Who if they played? They played Notre Dame. Notre Dame hadn't scored that many points on anybody outside since week 2. Since week 1.
That's fair. They also played Western Kentucky, and they only scored 10 points. So, just saying.
Yeah, but again, so
it's a good test for them. But 20 points is a lot. But
yeah,
but 44 average margin of victory.
I'm still taking the over. But look at the over though. Even if that's the case, look at the over.
Yeah,
I'm definitely taking the over.
56-14 overhit, 49-10 overhit. So
yeah, that's true.
Shut up.
Your wife gonna get you messing with her baby.
I don't care.
All right, man. I had to put this on here. South Alabama versus UL Monroe. What you got, man? 251 versus 318.
This dude right here.
Spread 10.5 in favor of South Alabama. Total is 51. Minus 395 money line for South Alabama, plus 310 money line for UL Monroe. Give me the Jags money line. I have to parlay that.
Man, Nick, you don't even know what you're talking about, bro.
I don't even know. Well,
give me ULM in the points, man.
I'll take I would take ULM in the points. I think South Alabama win this.
I think they win, but I think they're not gonna win by more than 10.
No, they're not. ironically, they beat the brakes off Oklahoma State, but they can't. James Madison left them in the dust.
ULM lost to Appalachian State on a 55-yard field goal last week at home. So I mean, they beat Army at home.
I was just gonna say they just beat Army too. So
I mean, at home, ULM 2-2 in the season with one of their losses on a 55-yard field goal. I mean, like it ain't like they the same ULM pushover team that they have been in the past. And at home, they're kind of totally different team. I still think South Alabama wins by 8, something like that. But
let me ask you a question. If I would have told you South Alabama has played Tulane, Southeast Louisiana, Oklahoma State, and James Madison, and told you there was 2-2, who would you think those wins would be against?
James Madison and Southeastern. They 2-3 though, ain't they?
They 2-2. Oh, who's 2-3?
Central Michigan.
Central Michigan. You right? Absolutely. I forgot. I'm sorry. We are in week 5. 2-3. Yeah. They that game was a heartbreak. My mom was mad about that game. My mom was like, "Do you know they lost because that boy got mad through his helmet?" I said, "What?" She was talking.
I will say ULM can't throw the ball. Very well.
That explains the Auburn game. I mean Army. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Army.
Yeah, they can't throw the ball very well. And the quarterback, they actually made a substitute change in that game late in the game. Well, that quarterback is hurt now. So they back to their starter.
Oh, man.
And so they did against Appalachian State, they did finally open that thing up. But they were coming off a bye week. Yeah. So, you know what I mean? They aired it out a little bit more. But we'll see if they can continue to having success passing the ball. But
Ladarius Webb, monster for South Alabama. Yeah. If they can get him going, it's a wrap. Also, wide receiver play has been big for them. South Alabama did lose one of their big wide receivers against Southeast Louisiana. It didn't seem to affect them against Oklahoma State, though, which is funny. But with that, again, Webb went off. So,
yeah.
I take.
Oh, go ahead.
No, just saying, I take South Alabama money line. I have to parlay it with some. If I was going to take it, but I take the over because they defense has been susceptible to giving up points. So
about to say ULM has as well. They gave up 40 last week to App State. So
all right,
it'll be a shootout in Malone.
What's up, D-Lock? So, any other games we missed or that's on here that we didn't talk about? I know we talked about Syracuse. Threw Syracuse in there. Let me see who else. That was another game. Michigan and who was it? It was
Minnesota.
Minnesota, Virginia Tech, Florida State. None of those are like appealing.
USC, Arizona.
I ain't really. Wake Forest versus Clemson. Oh, no, never mind. That's a 21-point spread. Oh, I didn't throw this one on there, and I should have. UCF versus Kansas. The spread is 1.5 in favor of Kansas. Over under is the total. A total 64.5. Plus 105 money line for UCF. Minus 125 for Kansas.
But the ain't John Rice Plumlee hurt?
I don't even know.
I'm pretty sure he is.
I'm picking Kansas either way. I mean,
I'm definitely picking Kansas then. You know what I mean?
No disrespect to UCF, which UCF has kind of migrated over into the Big 12 pretty well so far. I know they hadn't really gotten to the meat of their schedule yet. But
he might come back versus Kansas.
Yeah. I like what Kansas has done.
Even with the backup quarterback.
Outside of that. Oh, Jalen Daniels out too?
Yeah, he didn't play last week.
That explains it. I missed it. I missed it. So
They had the Bean kid played.
Lord have mercy. That explains it. That doggone. I ain't gonna say every year, but dang, man. But yeah, I like Kansas in this one. Give me Kansas. I can do 1.5 ain't that bad. I do them points because the points is minus 110. If you scared it's a 1-point game, the money line ain't but 125, so that ain't too bad.
Yeah.
Ain't too bad. Let's see what other games we got on here.
It ain't many.
No. Georgia Tech, Miami. Georgia Tech just got beat by somebody they shouldn't have. They got blasted last week. Who did they play? Old Dominion. No, Bowling Green. That's who it was. They lost to Bowling Green 38-27 last week. So I do hope they beat Miami. I ain't, it's nothing against Miami. It's just certain people keep sending me inbox me. I don't give a rat's donkey.
I got one for you.
Miami.
Florida minus 18.5 over Vandy.
I'll take Vandy in the points. Vandy is terrible too. My bad, Julian. I'll be forgetting. You got to get your boy Rowe, man. Julian said,
yeah, you called the man name out, bro.
Hey, listen, I already messed up and called another you know what I'm saying, contradictory to our sponsor. I might well call him out. Bro, you got to get Rowe under control, Julian. That man, he's a terrorist. That man be sending us stuff.
Chill out, man.
He do. He's sending.
You can't call that man a terrorist on the show, man.
I could call him a lot worse. I'm being nice. That was nice. So, but nah, Ju. My bad. You know, I respect to you. I'm trying to see what else, man.
Ain't no more good games.
I mean, none that's like stand out. Howard Northwestern.
Man, like I said, ain't no more good games.
Boston College Army might be pretty decent.
Nah, man. Army lost to ULM, bro.
That's different though. Oh, Oregon State, Cal.
No. Not exciting. Cal is terrible.
I mean, they lost to Auburn and Washington. They lost to Auburn by 4. Auburn was just in a shootout with defending national champions. I think we should put some respect on Auburn.
Cal is terrible. I said what I said.
All right, man. Man, let's talk NFL Week 5 preview, man. Saints got the Patriots this week. They go to New England at that.
That's a loss, man.
Bruh, they cannot score the ball. They can't move the ball. And it drives me nuts.
Well, that's what happens when you hire a guy who didn't want the job to be offensive coordinator.
They should have listen. As a matter of fact, the man they should have got Washington looking real nice. Man, Washington 2-2.
They wasn't hiring that man, bro.
Why? Speaking of, that's the Thursday night game. That's the game for tomorrow night. Chicago at Washington.
The NFL hates us.
I like Washington big in that. The spread is 6. The spread is 6. Let's see what else we got. Total is 44.5. Money line is plus 215 for the Bears, minus 265 for the Commanders. Give me the Commanders and the points. I don't even know if I would touch the total at all. At all.
I ain't touching that game at all. I barely even want to watch that game. So I'm definitely not betting on that game.
Yeah. Jacksonville at Buffalo.
Jacksonville's been a disappointment.
That's in they stay. I didn't realize they were staying over. That's in London too.
Oh yeah,
I didn't realize they were staying over there and playing that game in London this week. I really wow. Yeah. Jacksonville at Buffalo taking place in London at 8:30 on Sunday morning.
Are they doing another Andy's room?
I don't know if they not, then they suck. That was lit.
That's the only way I'm watching it.
I love that with the you got a friend in me. Buffalo just beat the brakes off of Miami too. So I'm gonna lean Buffalo in that one.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Pause Hub. Comment of the night. Bears, Giants, Jets all need to be banned from prime time until further notice. Markets be damned. They absolutely suck.
Facts.
Can't disagree there. Can't disagree there. See what else we got. Bengals at Cardinals.
If they lose this one, they might as well just sit them.
You heard what Jamar said, then. Jamar said, I'm open. I'm always effing open. Excuse my language.
Well, it ain't his fault the quarterback can't throw the ball. You know what I mean? Need to sit him down for a little while, rest their calf.
Mm-hmm. Houston at Atlanta.
I'm a CJ Stroud fan. Give me
listen, give me CJ. Give me CJ. First of all, they playing the Falcons. Anytime you can play the Falcons, I'm most likely gonna go against the Falcons. Yeah. Give me, CJ Stroud has definitely been he been first of all,
nice, bro.
Not just CJ Stroud.
D'Amico Ryans.
D'Amico Ryan, the way he did that draft and able to get 2 top picks like that, genius. Nico Collins.
Yep. Tank Dell. Damian Pierce. And they got weapons out there on offense for him. And their defenses. D'Amico got their defense playing good. They're a sleeper team for real.
Would Houston have looked this good if they had got Bryce Young?
Hard to say, but I don't think so. I don't think Bryce was as pro ready as CJ was.
That's fair. That's fair. Because I know a lot of people have said a lot of people have asked the question, should Carolina have gotten CJ Stroud? But I think it's not fair because I don't think Bryce Young is the issue in Carolina. I think it's more the maybe coaching.
Well, if CJ would have went to Carolina, who was he gonna throw the ball to? Adam Thielen? Like they ain't really got no weapons out over there.
That's another thing.
You know what I mean? The offensive line has struggled, so it's kind of hard to put it all on Bryce. But I think CJ was more pro ready, and I think he's gonna be a better pro based off his frame and some other things.
Ooh, Dallas at San Francisco.
Yeah,
this is a NFC Championship game preview, in my opinion.
Okay, give me San Francisco.
Yeah. I know some people might be thinking
by
Eagles. 3. A lot of people might be thinking Eagles, but the Eagles have not looked good, in my opinion. They've won, but they have not looked good. So Paul's Hub said Wright wanted Stroud, Panthers management wanted Bryce. Yeah. Monday night game. Green Bay at Las Vegas.
Oh, NFL hates us. Jordan Love, give me Jordan Love. He been balling.
Yeah. I'm trying to see what else other decent games. Carolina at Detroit. Detroit finna beat the brakes off them boys. It's funny to say that now. Struggle bowl. Jets at Broncos. You want to know any of the
I
betting
don't care.
information?
Yeah, nah, I don't care. I think the Jets might actually win this one.
Okay, I can see. Well, no, I don't. This is away from Meadowlands.
Yeah, or MetLife, whatever. But the Jets defense, I think, is good enough.
That's fair. That's fair.
And Zach Wilson been playing good last couple games. Well, last game, I say.
Yeah.
Nick said all they gotta do is put somebody's mom in the stands and Zach gonna ball. Either that or put Taylor Swift in the stands. Cause he balled out when Taylor Swift was at the game.
I vote we stop mentioning her name on our show. I'm sick of her. I'm sick of her. I'm sick of Roe. Both of them are, you know what? You say I can't say it on the show no more. But they are.
Can't be calling people terrorists, man.
Okay. Well, I didn't say it. You did. You just said the word. So I think they're terrible.
Terrible is okay.
Can I call them terriblest?
Sure.
They're terriblest. They hold the country hostage with they. All right, man. Let's wrap this thing up. Pause. All right. You got anything else before we get up out of here?
Yeah.
Oh, we ain't talked WNBA. We gotta we know the matchup. We talked about the finals. When is final start?
Sunday.
Okay. You going Aces. I know. You going Aces. I'm going Liberty.
Gotta ride with my squad, cuz.
It's something else. It was something else we that I had that we was supposed to be talking about. God, man,
We could talk about the NBA starting back.
I'm glad that's what we was gonna talk. Emo Jimmy.
That dude is the funniest dude in the league, bro.
Hey,
funniest dude in the league, bro.
Jimmy Butler came out with that press, the eye piercing and the black fingernail.
Lip piercings.
Oh man, hilarious!
Funniest dude in the league.
2K updated. It's
I wonder how long ESPN gonna be before they use something else. What you think about the Dame trade?
We didn't talk about that. Happy for Dame. I just hope I might actually pull for the Bucks to get, you know what I'm saying? Because I love to see Dame get him one. But I wonder if they got him. I ain't gonna say he passed his prime, but I wonder if they got him too late in his career. If he got out of Portland too late in his career.
I just want to know, is it an upgrade over the team that they had?
They lost. So I think a lot of teams, it might be an upgrade because of by subtraction from other teams. Celtics was probably one of your biggest threats.
Now they got Drew Holiday though.
But they lost Williams.
They got Porzingis though. They still got a shot protector. Man, you must ain't see Porzingis last year. We got to stop doing this judging people off what they did 7-8 years ago stuff.
I ain't
Porzingis balled last year. And Drew has been a Dame stopper ever since his New Orleans
Drew is
days.
nice. Drew is nice. I like Drew.
New Orleans days.
Oh,
I forgot they lost Grant Williams.
They lost Grant Williams too?
I think they did.
No, they lost Robert Williams.
Yeah, I ain't.
Oh no, they did lose. They did lose Grant Williams because he said Time Lord. So they lost Robert Williams.
Yeah, Grant Williams.
Robert Williams, and
but Marcus Smart. Drew is a better version of Marcus Smart. So they lose him. They get Porzingis. I think they might be a little worse because they don't have the depth they had.
I agree here. This is what I was saying. Boston basically what I was saying, Boston downgraded, in my
I only
opinion.
think they downgraded because they lost Grant Williams, though. In my opinion, because they got a better version of Marcus Smart and Drew. They got a better version of that. He's just as good of a defender, but better offensively. And then they got a better offensive version of Robert Williams. Porzingis can step out and hit the three. Robert Williams was nothing but a putback dunk and a rebounder.
Julian says that Smart was the leader of the team and set the tone.
I disagree.
D-Lob asked a good question. Better PG big combo, Jamal Murray and Jokic or Dame and Giannis. I'm gonna say right now I'm gonna go Murray and Jokic. Jokic, let me say something because I said it last year and people Jokic can stretch the flow. He's a stretch big.
Yeah,
Giannis can't.
That's true.
Giannis can take it to the rim and dunk. He'll step out and shoot one every now and then, but no. Oh, that's targeting all day. That's terrible too. That was a terrible decision. He wasn't even gonna catch the ball. You could have got an interception. You went for the hit, dummy. I'm sorry. He's a terriblest too. Number 17 from Middle Tennessee State. Literally had a chance to get an interception. He went for the hit. Now he's out with targeting. Jacksonville State finna get the ball probably in the red zone and score. But anyway, who else? Who had to beat the Suns? The Suns had the big off season.
Oh, they traded Aiden. Yeah, they ain't got no big man right now.
Oh Lord. Never mind, Nick. Never mind.
I mean, they still got the big three of Booker, Bill, and Durant.
Okay.
But
I've been all out the what you call it. I ain't been keeping up with none of the the stuff you telling me about. Like some of these trades, I haven't been not keeping up with any of it. Hockey about to start back.
Yeah.
October 11th. They doing it's funny because it was weird. I saw somebody they was like doing hockey. It's a couple games tonight, and I thought that was weird. You know, it's preseason, of course, but I thought it was weird. I was like, man, hockey ain't supposed to be here until like October, November, and we in October already.
The Suns did get Nurkic though from Portland though, so they do got a big man, but he ain't much of a defender.
Yeah.
The question is, what is Portland doing? Because they got Aiden and they got Robert Williams, so you got two bigs over there that you can't play together. So I don't know what they're
having a height contest.
Yeah, it's like Minnesota, I guess. Except you could play Minnesotas together at least.
Yeah. You got anything else? I can't even think. Any Nick said we're gonna look like the Warriors. Nurt gonna play the Draymond's point center role.
Stop.
They all gonna look like the Warriors. They're gonna look like the
Monte
Warriors.
The Monte Ellis Warriors.
They're gonna be dancing. That's kind of Warrior. They're gonna be electric boogaloo. That's what they're gonna look like. I agree. D-Lob said, I still don't trust the Lakers being healthy for an entire season, even if they come back like last season.
Yeah. Let me ask you this, Nick. Since you're talking about some watch, who's your defensive anchor?
Don't worry. We'll wait.
Nurkic gonna get the ball and bring it up the court.
That's what he said. He said Nurk gonna be play the Draymond point center role. I think he just mean Nurk is gonna point.
I think he was saying like facilitate in the half
Hey,
court.
ain't no way he meant that. Ain't no way.
But we'll see. I gotta see it, but I don't see Nurk being no point forward.
I just tell you.
So you saying Nurk will facilitate from the post? That's not what Draymond Green does. So that's a totally different thing. You're not gonna be the Warriors then.
I told you that Jacksonville State was gonna literally just sit there and score now.
What's the score now?
Well, I guess it's enough time. It's 23-14 now. They was down 16. They didn't go for 2. But it's still third quarter, early in the third. It's like 11 minutes in the third. So
I hope they lose.
Who, Jacksonville State?
Yeah.
Me too. At least by 2.5. Or 3. I can't remember. One of them two. Oh well. I thought, speaking of Jimmy Butler, I know we talked about it with the somebody said, Jimmy, what are you doing? You came in with the braids last year? He said, locks. I had locks.
I know that
he said, this is my inner emotions. I was like, yeah, it's perfect.
But he said that he told Bam, they said, this is my Halloween. That dude's stupid, bro.
Man, you gotta love it. When they, you know what I'm saying, they actually have fun like that.
Oh yeah. That dude is a straight troll though.
Yeah.
That's all I got though, man.
Yeah, I think that's it for me as well. We'll be back tomorrow. HBCU out. We'll be back on Sunday. With a recap of these games. Hopefully we ain't talking bad about the Saints. Hopefully we ain't talking bad about the Tigers. Hopefully we are talking bad about all them other teams like Miami. Yeah, man. Like that. Where that? Before I say like that, we out.
This show was presented by betonline.ag. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe on Twitter at Golden Boot. On Instagram at Golden Boot. On YouTube at The Golden Boot Pod. On Facebook at The Golden Boot Pod.